Alright, cuz. It's gonna count down. Where we at? Alright. Welcome to the plug-in. I'm your host, aka the plug. I told you I was gonna bring a special guest today. And first, we gotta welcome them in. So, is that an alarm? Where's that coming from?
My phone.
Your phone?
Your phone.
Oh, all right. So, first I want everybody to welcome them in. It's a long list, but for me, cousin, uncle, mentor, somebody I look up to, different avenues of life, and a true GOAT. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that. True GOAT. We say that people are GOATs, but this guy right here is a true GOAT, legend. Let's welcome in DeNeal Saunders. So, we'll try to expand this for you, cuz, so they can get a view. All right.
Oh, we are.
Yeah. So it's gonna be low. So yeah, cuz, give the people just a little bit about your background, like, where you were born, where you grow up, where you reside.
Well, first of all, my friends call me Cuz. I am Cuz. And everybody says, why do you call everybody Cuz? Why does everybody call you Cuz? Because when you look in everybody's eyes, you could be related. You could be cousins. You never know. And if you treated everybody like they were your cousins, what a great place we would live in. I grew up right here in Phoenixville 75 years ago. Went through the Phoenixville school system.
Okay.
Went to college. Married. 4 children. Basically a lifelong resident of Phoenixville. I saw the growth. in Phoenixville. I saw how high my taxes have gotten in Phoenixville.
Yeah.
But all in all, a lovely place to live.
So I heard that you were a legendary wrestler.
I was a pretty good wrestler amongst many good wrestlers. We had a couple good years in high school. The Phoenixville Phantoms. I was unbeaten for 2 years. And we had another gentleman that was unbeaten for 2 years, Albert Harper.
Okay.
He was a very good wrestler.
So who was it? Albert Harper, and you. Who else was up there at the top of the list?
Larry Brown. Jimmy Ford Bay.
Okay.
Darford Ford Bay.
Okay.
Robbie Sutton. Larry Bearden.
Long list.
A long list.
Hey, Dawn. What's up, sis? Thank you. All right, cuz. So, what about basketball? Did you play basketball?
Just community. Just community. I wrestled. I liked wrestling because wrestling was one man against another.
One-on-one is mano y mano.
Yes.
And
You can look a man right in his eyes and say, I beat you. Or he can do the same.
Vice versa. All right. Football?
I played football. I played football in high school.
Okay.
And 1 year in college.
Position?
I was a running back.
Okay. Barry Saunders? What college, cuz?
Westchester. I went to Westchester when freshmen were not allowed to play varsity.
Okay.
Freshmen had to play against all freshmen.
Okay. All right. I like that, cuz. When, let me see. As far as college goes, did you finish?
I did. I left Westchester and I went to a junior college
Okay.
in Colorado.
Okay. Colorado, cuz? How do you get from Pennsylvania to Colorado?
Well, my wrestling ability.
All right, let's hold off on that for a second, because I feel like I skipped first things I want people to understand is our relation. How are we related?
You and I are second cousins.
Okay.
And your mother and I are first cousins. The product of two sisters, children.
Your grandma, my grandma. No, your mom, my grandma.
My mom, that's it.
Yeah, nah, that's it.
Yeah.
It just sounds so. That's why you and my mom were first cousins, right?
Right.
So, growing up, I know there was 7. How many brothers and sisters for your family?
11.
11. Tags, cuz.
And you know what? And we found one.
So there's 12?
There was 12.
I was thinking, because my mom and them 7, y'all 11, I'm thinking 7-11. Like, y'all just, and being y'all all are in the same age group, y'all just running and somebody just running all the time, like a 7-11.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. So this 12th member, where are they?
We found her last year. Actually, she found us.
Really?
Through Ancestry.com.
What's her name?
Her name is Sarah.
Wow. I have a cousin on my father's side named Sarah, and she was like a sister to me, like a sister that I didn't never, you know what I mean? A sister that I didn't have, along with, we used to call each other sister, brother, cousins. I would call her sister, cousin. She called me brother, cousin. So I love Sarah. Anybody named Sarah, I automatically, welcome anybody named Sarah. How old is she, cuz?
62.
Okay. All right.
And we found her at 61. She found us.
Now, another thing, when you said 4 kids, yo, Steve, what's up, bro? Thank you for checking in. So when you said 4 kids, I'm tight with John, Celia, and Doffer. Now, the 4th, who's the 4th?
I have a son. His name is Corey.
Corey from Pottsgrove.
From Pottsgrove, yeah.
My man, Corey.
You know Corey?
So he went to school with friends of mine from that area. So there was already, my friends already knew Corey. So when we was at the family, the family reunion, I think last year?
Yeah.
And I had Jerome with me. He said, yo, I went to school with him, man. That's crazy. Like, yeah, so it was pretty cool to welcome him into the family. So how old were you when you had when you first became a father?
I'm 21. I'm
Cause
21.
that's young. Nowadays, the fathers and the moms become younger and younger, right? It just depends. I think I was around 23, so. And then, like, your first reaction, like, how was your first reaction? Like, I'm a father. Like, did it hit you?
You know, being so young and so ill-equipped
Mm-hmm.
To be a nurturing father at that time
Mm-hmm.
was very difficult. And it was a trying experience. It was a learning experience. You learn that it takes more than love.
It takes more to love than anything.
It takes more than love to raise a child and to keep a family together.
So as you're, getting into fatherhood, when was it like, the gap between your two oldest is what, how many years? Like 6?
Yes.
Okay, so like between that 21 to 27, when were you like, all right, I think I can do this now. I think I can have another one, and so on and so forth.
Well, I always waited and waited and waited until I could afford.
Okay,
until I could afford to have one.
I like that, because you want to make sure that you can be able to provide. I like that.
But if you wait until you can afford one, you'll never have one.
So sometimes you got to just go with your heart.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
So when did you get married?
At 21.
Oh, so you got married. Okay. All right. All right. So Darford, how'd you name Darford?
His mother named him. But the thing was, she had a brother.
Okay.
Named Darford. He was my best friend.
Okay.
And when we were graduated from high school, he was killed in a skating ring in Pottstown.
Mm.
And it devastated all of us. So
you knew that was going to be the name.
I thought it would be Neal. But I have a nephew named Neal.
I know him very well. I know him very well.
And he was born 19 days
before
Darford.
So your nephew's named after you, obviously.
My sister named her son after me.
That's awesome.
And Darford was named after Darford.
Now on the nephew subject, did your sister tell you that, or did she just say?
No, she just did it.
So it was just like,
yeah.
She just wanted to. That's an honor.
It's a true honor.
Yeah. So back to Darford. Let's talk a little bit about his. What he does. I know he has a successful business out. Tell us a little bit about that.
He's a gift from a gift from heaven.
Yeah.
You know, he came in and helped me when I desperately needed help. And I am forever indebted to all my children and a lot of my friends. A lot of my friends.
I like that.
A lot of my relatives. You know, being laid up for X amount of time, it really shows you a lot about yourself.
Yeah.
You know, your do's and your don'ts, and your assets and your downfalls.
Let's go to your second child. It was like a best friend. I watched something recently where they said you only get one best friend. Now I don't know if that counts as family or outside family, but I felt like that from just hanging with him for a summer, right? I felt like this is like a best friend type of relation. Now granted we're cousins, right? But it was like, we got a lot of cousins. It was just like it was something special that he brought to me. And cause one of my first tattoos was Sajan, right? And you thanked me. You're one of the only people that actually thanked me about a tattoo that I got just because I wanted to have something to keep, for myself. I want to talk about, all right, so Sajan was born February 15. You remember that day, cuz?
I remember it like it was yesterday. You know, his mother had him. And I was standing there looking. And it came out and doctor handed it to the nurse. Nurse put him in a blanket and handed him right to me. Handed him to me before he handed him to his mom.
Now his name was always a cool name to me, right? I want to know how did you get his name? Because there's nobody with that name.
I saw that name in Pale excuse me.
It's okay.
In passing one time. And I really liked it. But it didn't have the accent mark.
Okay, so it was just CJON. Okay, so you added
the accent mark.
Apostrophe. All right. So you make it becomes unique now, right?
To me, it does.
Now, what did you call him Sajan or did you call him CJ?
I call him Sajan.
Now, did anybody call him? Was it CJ? Was that a nickname or?
A few people call him CJ.
CJ, right? All right.
But most people call him Sajan.
Sajan. I pretty much call him Sajan because it's just, quick